Alright guys, so what's happening here? There's a nurse and she's got a little Dremel drill with a saw on the end, and she's cutting away at my wedding ring there. Looks pretty gruesome, but let me explain to you what happened. Okay, this is where it all went wrong. I was standing up here on the tailgate and I was loading up the roof rack, getting ready to go on a trip. And I've done this 1,000 times before, but this time it didn't really go to plan. I jumped backwards down off the tailgate onto the ground, and as I did, my hand was here. My wedding ring got hooked on that toggle there. Now the reason these toggles are here is because I've got a tonneau cover that I had made years and years ago to go on the roof rack. And so when we go on road trips, we just shove everything on the rack, put the tonneau cover over the top, strap it all down, just like on a ute. To make that work properly, I had to actually put these toggles on the rack. It works well, but let me tell you, it's a health hazard. As I jumped back down, bang, my arm just wrenched really, really tight, and I felt it, and I just knew exactly what had happened. I didn't want to look at first. This is what I thought happened. That's what it felt like. No, it wasn't as serious as that, but it was still pretty bad. But the thing is, my finger's swelling up really fast, and I realised my wedding ring's got to come off. No way I could get it off myself without doing a lot more damage. So we piled in the car, headed down to the Worth Hospital and into the emergency. So the nurse comes out with the Dremel and the little saw, and I thought it would take about 30 seconds to cut this thing off, but it actually ended up taking like about 15-20 minutes. She had to go very, very slow, because every time she put the saw into it, the ring heated up really fast, and so I could literally feel it burning on my finger. So gradually she cut through it. Anyway, two of them managed to get the ring off, and then they decide, okay, hey, let's give him some local anaesthetic so we can put some stitches in. At this point I'm thinking, you could have given me that half an hour ago and then I wouldn't have felt any of this, but anyway, such is life. Give me a local anaesthetic, and he cleans it all up, and I think it was about 5 or 6 stitches, and we're all good. About 2 or 3 weeks later, it pretty much healed up. Today I've got a little bit of a scar, nothing serious, but I won't make that mistake again. Now when I go on road trips or do anything involving, loading up the car, I take my wedding ring off completely. I'm not going to let that happen again.
Take your ring off, put it in your pocket, take the stuff off the roof rack, then when you're done, you put it back on again.
That's sensible female logic.
Exactly.
It was a pretty bad experience. If the car had been a couple of inches higher, it could have literally ripped my finger off, because it was absolutely stuck fast on that toggle. And the wedding ring wasn't going to break, the toggle wasn't going to break, it was my finger that would have broken. And so I'm counting my blessings this time. It ain't going to happen again, and I hope it doesn't happen to you either.